Station Billy, back of the head. Shout him dead, baby, shout him dead. Hello and greetings to all those with ears tuned to sound. Welcome back to Record Rumination. I am PeaceforReece, and today we are going to be looking at the 2004 release by the Black Keys titled Rubber Factory. Now, interesting fact about this album, this one was actually performed live and recorded in an old abandoned tire factory, as you can see plainly on the cover. What this provides to the album is a very unique experience. The band already usually has this very kind of raw, live, energetic sound. Put that in a 150-foot ceiling, big, open warehouse factory thing, and you've got this massive, expansive, natural space for reverb created. And this lends to some excellent recording on this album. Easily some of the most live and visceral recordings I've ever heard. Kicking off the album, we have the track When the Lights Go Down. Slow burner at start, but kind of ramps things up, gets things going. The opening drum beat is very, very heavy and slow, very reminiscent of When the Levee Breaks by Led Zeppelin. Heavy, just come, ka, come, ka. The drums really have this awesome expansive reverb that this environment helped to create, really giving the start of the album just this instant kind of, whoa, what's going on here? So after When the Lights Go Out wraps up, leads us into 10 a.m. Automatic. And this track graces us with a really nice heavy groove and a super thick distorted tone that Dan Auerbach, the guitarist, uses, and it's kind of the staple guitar tone of this album. Next two tracks after this album follow kind of in suit of the first two tracks. Live, immediately good energy, good tracks. Leads us into Desperate Man. This is where the album kind of hits a little bit of a lull for me. Still has the kind of energy and immediateness that the previous four tracks had, but doesn't really do too much as far as providing an interesting hook or really kind of keeping you engaged over the full runtime of the song. However, it does in the middle of the song have this kind of cool guitar like tape warping effect that really kind of brings you back to like Beatles vibes of like Tomorrow Never Knows. Next song, Girl on My Mind, you can just shave 50 seconds right off the end of that and you wouldn't miss a thing. The Lenghts is where the middle of the album really starts to kind of pick things back up. Helps break up the monotony from the previous two tracks. Funny enough, it's actually a slower song, the slowest song on the album, and offers a real kind of like nice moody ballad. The song has in the background this kind of wailing, like beautiful but yet kind of terrifying slide guitar thing. It goes really complements the lyrics of the album. It just kind of helps add to the atmosphere of the song. And that being said, I do feel the track is a little bit too long and sits just under 5 minutes. Now, it's not necessarily a super long song, but in the context of this album, most of the tracks round out about 3 minutes. And I feel that the song would have been shortened a little bit would have helped kind of keep with that precedent. The solemn and moody atmosphere and slow tempo of the Lenghts is quickly, I mean quickly, taken back by the next song, Grown Up Ugly. This track is indeed heavy. Hardly describes the song as ugly. This song comes in quick and it comes in hard. Hits you like that. It is easily the most energetic, loudest, and most visceral song that is offered on this album. Drums that just hit and hit and hit. Angry guitars that wail and complement these just howling vocals. Excellent track, highly recommend this one. Stack Shot Billy, the next song, has a really excellent guitar solo in it. Follows up the previous track very well, offering some very nice slide bits, nice kind of funky groove, and I love the guitar riff on this song. Probably the best one on the album. Airplane Blues comes in with some very heavy, thick, distorted guitars, that kind of same energy you find on Grown Up Ugly. Tons and tons of feedback that kind of reverberate, add to the ambiance of the album. Till I Get My Way is the last song on this album. Closes it out very nicely. It offers a thick, driving riff and ends on a solid note. As soon as it wraps up, they drop their instruments and walk out. Last song here definitely helps to cement this just kind of overall live, raw presence that this thing is. Closes it off with that kind of ending statement like a hard close to a book. And in closing, I feel this album overall keeps the theme and vibe very well. It's raw, it's energetic, it's fast paced for the most part. minus tracks like the Lenghts, offers a raw garage rock tone, and I feel this album is definitely the band in their top form. And while it does have a lot of highlights, there are a few songs towards the middle that bog it down. It rounds out to about 41 minutes. Given the energy of the performances and the garage rock nature of this album, I would feel that about 30 to 35 minutes would be a solid length and would more complemented the immediacy of the album. Now, when it comes to judging this album, a reasonable and fair score would be about an 8 out of 10. It's raw, it's visceral, it's in the moment, packs a lot of energy. Some tracks do weigh it down in the middle a little bit, but overall, highly recommend this album that you give it a chance. Let me know below what you think. Stick around for more. This has been Record Rumination, and this is PeaceforReece. Catch you later. Mr. Sullivan. What do you think, Mr. Sullivan? Do you like it? Oh boy, this one's gonna be a fun one to edit.